Food, glorious food. Sometimes it's not so glorious when we're using food to hide and we're using food to kill a feeling that we don't want to feel. That was me for years. Maybe it's you today. The shame that I had around food, never mind anything else, was very, very big, because I went through a time in my life that I didn't have enough esteem or belief or faith or love even for myself, that I didn't think I deserved to sit at a table and eat a meal. So what I did was I ate out of the bin. And I did that for a long, long time. And it wasn't very nice. But I've a very, very clear picture in my mind of me when I would stand at the bin and eat the food out of the bin. Another thing I did was I would eat the kids' leftovers. I did that a lot too. That was, I suppose, a nicer thing to do, if there's a nice way of saying it, than to vision me eating out of a bin. But that's what I did. That's what pain, fear, shame, guilt drove me to, because I couldn't give myself the voice. I just couldn't. And I didn't know how. So food that I believed was my friend was actually my enemy. And I suffered greatly. And now my stomach suffers greatly because of eating the wrong food for years and not realizing that I am gluten sensitive. So that was the result of it. Plus being a size that I didn't want to be, and being embarrassed when I wanted to go out somewhere because nothing would fit me, and not going out then because I wouldn't have anything to wear. And when I would go out then, I would be looking at the shape of women and how their lovely figures were, and I didn't have it. And one of the things I was always really jealous of was when I would see girls that would be after having a baby and their figure just seemed to be like elastic and they were straight back into their clothes, and it was like, wow, why couldn't that be me? But I was all the time looking out at them, but they probably weren't at home stuffing themselves like I was. I remember I went through a time as well when I would just sit with a pot and eat my food out of the pot. I wouldn't even put it on a plate, because I had a thing as well called OCD, and I didn't want to have to clean up loads of dishes. So I would just have the food in the pot. I was like a cannibal when I think about it. And it was so unlike who I am on the inside. But because I allowed my outside to affect my inside and my inside to affect my outside, there was no way I was going to win, because everything was affecting my mindset. And until I came to grips with what was actually bothering me, there was no diet in the world going to work. And I tried them all. Weight Watchers, Slim Fast was another one I loved, because I believed that it was all or nothing. I didn't know how to have a balance, so I believed if I stopped eating and just drank these shakes, then everything would be great. Did I lose weight? Of course I did. Another one I loved was the Atkins diet. That was great. But I didn't stick with them because I couldn't, because the turmoil I was in was greater than any willpower I would ever have in my life. And the reason I'm saying this today is because I know so many are still struggling with their weight and still struggling with the body image. And it's one of the things that we were looking at in around the table before COVID hit us. So we're going to be going back to that in September, I hope, to be looking at body issues and food issues, the relationship we have with food. And I do find it difficult to do it because it still touches me greatly. But you know what? My relationship with food is totally different today. Thank God. It wasn't an easy road. Am I the size I want to be? No. Am I feeling healthier? I sure am, because I learned that what the scale tells me, it doesn't determine who I am. It doesn't. But the scales was my biggest enemy. It was my biggest enemy. And then this, what I was putting into my mouth, was another enemy. I had so many. I created them, actually. Do you know that? I created the enemies because I was trying to wear coats of armour that didn't fit me. And one of my biggest coats of armour was self-destruct. Maybe it's yours as well, I don't know. But you know what? There's always help. And if you're interested in coming to the Around the Table in September, let me know, because it's a very sensitive table to be around, and it's like-minded people doing the same thing. And am I an expert on weight loss and everything like that? I am not. I don't claim to be. And it's not about weight loss. It's about acceptance. It's about learning to love ourselves. It's about our body issues, what causes them. So that's what we're planning to do. And I hope that my story will inspire you to help you to get on the road to your health. Not about getting to your ideal weight. Is there such a thing? I don't know. But to be healthier. That's the goal. To be healthier and happier. I hope that's helpful. Take care until the next time. Thanks for watching.